So, alright, so first and foremost, I want to give all praises honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Makakodash. We say that once apostles and elders agree with the word of teachers of apostles in truth, and we say salutations, so the Akim was pushing word on truth and sincerity day in and the out, and constantly in season and season we say shalom. Now, once again, go into our video here, and it's basically touching upon how in the time that we're in, and when the time that we're coming on to, many false prophets would come, many false prophets with many false prophets, many false teachers. You understand? Would come, they would arise. You're hearing so much of people falling into different doctrines, different beliefs. You understand? Things that they so wholeheartedly believe in, and what the soul so wholeheartedly believe in, they it wrong. You understand? And they're being taught, they're following men that leading them down astray. You understand? Now, we know everything in the scriptures that happen. Everything in the scriptures have to play out, right? So when the scriptures tell you about false teachers, about false prophets and so forth, that they would arise, that they would come, you have to believe that it's going to happen, and many people are going to be deceived by that, right? Many people are going to fall into that, right? Before I continue, before I go into the article that I want to read, right? Let me bring a scripture here. Bring a quick scripture here. Because you don't understand that the time that we're in, we are at the end, right? And the Lord warned us about at the end. These are the kind of things that would arise, just like many other things that would come at the end. The wars, the famines, and so forth. It's the same way that it will have false teachers, false prophets coming. And you've been seeing that. Like if a browse, the same way we be doing videos, teaching is the same way to have other men doing the same thing, but their teachings, their beliefs, and so forth will be off, right? And it will have a high increase of them. Now, as I said, I wanted to bring, this is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, right? Chapter 3, verse 13. It says, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving, right? It says deceiving and being deceived. So it's evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. And that is where you have to get to your head, that it's only going to get worse. It's the same way everything else are wrong, it's going to get worse. The way how life the way how you normally live your life, right? It's going to get, it wouldn't be so no more. It's going to get worse. You understand? You see the famines, the pestilences, the disease, the wars, all these things is going to affect you. And it's the same way with those things. It's the same way it would have seducers, the same way it would have false teachers, false prophets, and so forth. And it, again, you see a high increase of them, right? So it say, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived, right? Deceiving and being deceived. And you see now right now, you see a man saying that you don't need to call upon the name, you don't need to know the name, and some men telling you can eat abominable meats, some men telling you all that other stuff. These is the kind of things that you would get, because we in those times. We in that time, right? Now, I was browsing through the internet and I saw this. It say, so this person published, it said there is a Korean religious cult slowly creeping into Africa. They are already gaining members in Nigeria, Kenya, and South Africa, targeting particularly young people, and posting a few testimonies from varying persons in this thread. Now, when I saw this, it reminded me of a situation that happened on the island here, where I think the same way with Koreans or some particular Asian people, right? They were targeting young children, right? Particularly in the teens, like you say 15, 16, and deceiving them. Right now, some of the kids have been missing. They don't know where they is. Some of the kids have been sending their mothers and the families messages telling them that they're good, wherever they is good, and so forth. Now, these are the kind of things that you would get, right? You would get in the time that we're in. As they say here, evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. So they will be deceiving and being deceived the same way. It is going to get worse, right? And you're seeing it here. You're seeing how it's spreading, and you're going to it having a high increase of that, right? So let me see if I find. So this person was also given the same account of them, and basically is the same people that same as I say, just to let you know that the Korean pseudo-religious cult are now in Nigeria. So you see that they're going wrong. As I said, even on the island here, right? I did a video upon that as well, so about a little while ago, with the same people, right? So this person here, my wife was a victim. Let me see if I find the video, that particular video that the person had put up. Let me see if it's this one. Let me see if it's this one here. Yeah. So you see this person had shared a video with them singing. And just like what it remind me of, Kanye West. It's the same way Kanye West had opened his church and have, he had Jake inside it singing and doing all sort of stuff. Well, it just to show you how easy it is to let people be seduced, and how easy it is to let people be deceived, because they thought those people that was following Kanye West, I sure they think they was doing the right thing. You understand? When really and truly they just being deceived, right? So let's finish up the 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 14. It says, but continue thou in the things which thou hast learned, and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. So to be assured of knowing of whom thou hast learned them. So to be assured of who it is. Now you see, you don't know who it is teaching you, who it is telling you the truth and so forth. That's why we listen to the apostles and elders of what? Of Great Millstone and the Archeum, right? That's who we listen to. But it's the same way it would have the truth. It's the same way it would have people outside there that would be doing the lies. People that been, as the scripture says, to deceive and being deceived. The seducers, the false prophets and so forth, they will be outside there, right? And you can see how much accounts this person have, and other people have been given accounts of the same people, right? So this person said, I was doing the same Bible studies last year. After 5 weeks, I found out it was a Korean cult group. I started planning my escape. I thank God for everything, and again, I've said this is the same thing like a situation that happened on the island here, in the Caribbean here, and again, so much, it's only going to get worse, right? Only going to get worse. Now, with that, let me bring this next scripture. This is the book, 1 John chapter 4, verse 1. It says, Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of God, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. And the scripture telling that, for many false prophets have gone out in the world. And that is you all do even test the spirit. You all just join something. If they're looking good, they show you all money, they bring forth money, they're driving the best, or they're traveling and so forth. You all believe that is righteousness, because you all believe wealth and having money is everything that the Lord had to give you all. So when someone come, like, they dress up nice, suit and tie, they might drive in a Benz or Audi, whatever it is, they might be driving nice to catch your eyes. You all believe that the Lord dealing with that person, when really and truly you all just being seduced, you all being deceived, right? So you say, Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of God. So try the spirits. Well, how are you going to try the spirit when these people outside there, they don't even read the Bible, they don't even believe in the scriptures. They believe in what someone will tell them, and that's how easily they be deceived. If you're not going to the source, which is the word, obviously you will be deceived. Obviously you will believe anything somebody tell you, because you don't know what it is inside of here. That is why they say plenty people saying, the Lord said don't judge and so forth, and when you ask them where it is, they can't answer it. They just hear somebody tell them that and they believe it. So they was what? Deceived. You understand? They was deceived. You see me hear another man telling you to do what? To eat. You can eat any meat. You understand? Eat anything that done away with. Right? You're being seduced. You're being led astray. You're following a false prophet, right? Some of these people they are following, giving you all false prophecies, right? Telling you all things about how the date the world going to end and all this other stuff. So it say, beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of God. Because many false prophets are gone out into the world. Many false prophets are gone out into the world. Many, it didn't say a few, it didn't say a small amount, it say many. And to each of those false prophets, they're doing whatever it is they're doing it for, they're doing it. Whether it be for money. Some of them lead all the way down to death. You understand? To death. It had a situation I believe happened in I think it was Jamaica. It's Jamaica, I believe, where false prophets where a man and his congregation also killing the congregation. You understand? Doing sacrifices. That happened some years ago. I remember doing a video on that. So many false prophets are going into the world. So this person asked a question and say, I don't really understand. How are they a cult group? Like, what did you notice that made you uncomfortable and you decided to leave? They said they were mostly focused on revelation. They also said their pastor is the promised pastor from the Bible. Their pastor has the book of life, and their members are the 144 people that will be with God in heaven. you see, I mean, I see people go believe that because they don't understand the truth and who is God's chosen. You understand? And so on. So when they hear these things, it sounds good to them. They fall. They fall faith. It say verse 2. It say, hereby know ye the Spirit of God. Every spirit that confesseth that Yahushua Mashiach is come in the flesh is of God. And every spirit that confesseth not that Yahushua Mashiach is come in the flesh is not of God. And this is the spirit of Antichrist. Wherefore ye have heard that it should come. Even now already it is in the world. Right? Right? So yeah. So you have to understand that the time that we're in, being in the end of times, you have to understand that these are the kind of things that are going to happen, and it's going to be a big increase, a great increase. Not just some, not just a little bit. It's many false prophets. So you're gonna see situations like this, where people just fall in faith. They say, question, how did you end up a member, or rather, how were you recruited into the group? Perhaps it can help many other who are not aware of what they might be getting to. So now is the thing. If you don't know the scriptures, right, you will fall for anything. Because again, many of these people fall in faith because again, how the people look. How they look. Understand? How they look. How they dress. Right? I'd say I was new in the UK, no friends. So one day I went window shopping alone at the city center. So 3 beautiful ladies one time. You see how they send them? You see three beautiful ladies approached me. One was Polish and the other 2 were British Nigerian. So they asked me some questions about God and what I'd like to tell my younger self. Then they invited me to a youth gathering. I went because I thought it would be easier to make friends that way. The event went well. They talked about God a bit, so they told me about a 2 weeks Bible studies that would be 3 days a week. It felt really harmless. After that, they gaslighted me into doing a 6 months Bible studies. Worst mistake, they wanted me to even stop attending my church on Sundays so I could join theirs. I would be tired from work, but they still wanted me to join the Zoom meeting. They even gave us assignments. Now this is our next big thing too. As you say in the Zoom meetings and so forth, there's so much of people that's randomly getting messages from religious groups. People are pretending to be pastors and so forth, and they're just joining these meetings and so forth, and hearing this person talk, and there's being deceived by this person, right? See, that's be aware. That way the scripture say through what? To try the spirit. Try to spread. Yeah, they know the scriptures, and they be in the scriptures, try to spread. Once you hear somebody tell you that what? That daisy chosen spread, one time you're off. Right? So beware. Many false prophets are going to the world, and you're going to hear many more accounts like this being spread, being talked about, right? So with that, we give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. We say the ones apostles and elders agreements and all teachers are apostles in the truth, and we say salutations to the Akamas, the pushing wood and truth, and sincerely, Dean and the out, and constantly in season and season, we say Shalom.